Hello students, today I am going to demonstrate experiment on vernier calipers. As you know that vernier calipers and screw gauge, these two topics were in the theory part. But because of the COVID-19, these two topics have been excluded from the theory part portion. Though still there are the experiments in the practical part. So that's why its complete knowledge is required. You have already studied about the vernier calipers and screw gauge in the class 9th. So today I will do first some revision and then I will explain you how will you determine the diameter of a spherical body using the vernier calipers, and then I will also calculate its volume with appropriate significant figure. Now see here, this vernier calipers was invented by a French scientist, Pierre Vernier. Pierre Vernier has introduced this. As we know that what is the smallest length which can be measured with the help of a meter scale. So the smallest length, if you see the meter scale, here there is an ordinary scale which you have used in the geometry. You can see that it is graduated in millimeters and centimeter. You can find here it is graduated in millimeters and centimeter. What is the smallest length which can be measured with the help of this scale? It is 1 mm. Means the distances which are less than 1 mm, that cannot be measured with this. What is its least count? Its least count is 1 mm. It's clear. What is the least count of any measuring instrument? It is that minimum measurement which can be taken accurately by some instrument. So here its least count is 1 mm. This side scale is having least count of 1 mm. It is clear. If you see this side scale which is graduated in inches, then it is equals to 0.1 inch, because from here to here this length is 1 inch. This length from this division to this division, this length is 1 inch, and in between there are 10 divisions, so 1 upon 10, that is 0.1 inch. But we are more concerned with this scale which is graduated in millimeters and centimeters. There is one mark 4 centimeter, another mark 5 centimeter. From 4 to 5, what is the total length? 1 centimeter, and there are how many divisions? 10. So each division is equal to 0.1 centimeter, which is 1 mm. Now suppose if there is any distance which is smaller than 1 mm, then how will you measure that distance? For example, here I have drawn an enlarged view of a scale. Enlarged view of an scale. It is clear. You can see here division of 1 mm are shown more than its actual length. It is clear. Now if you see here, this with the help of this scale, we are measuring here. These are the divisions in millimeters and centimeter. This is the enlarged view of the meter scale. Now with the help of this meter scale, we are measuring the length of this black line. So see here, its one end is coinciding with the 0 centimeter mark. But if you see at the other end, you will find that the other end is this. This is the other end I am showing here with the help of pen. The other end is this, where I have kept the tip of the pen. It's clear. This is the other end. And it is coming in between what and what? It is coming in between these two divisions, 3.8 and 3.9. It is clear. So what will be its length with the help of meter scale? You can say that it is more than 3.8 centimeter and less than 3.9 centimeter. It is not possible to say the exact length. It is not possible to say the exact length. It is clear. Here from A to B, from this line is A. This line which is at 3.8 centimeter mark, you can see here, this mark is 3.8. It is clear. This line which is at 3.8 centimeter mark, it is 3.8 and it is before 3.9. C line is before 3.9. So actual length is what? Actual length is AC. It's clear, but it is not possible to measure with the help of this scale. Why? Because the distance from B to C, this distance is smaller than 1 mm. This distance is smaller than 1 mm. You are not able to measure this distance. It is clear. So how will you measure this? Means this distance we cannot measure. This distance which is in between line B and line C, we will not be able to measure with the help of this meter scale. It is clear, because it is smaller than 1 mm. So how will you measure this length? So Pierre Vernier, there was one French scientist, Pierre Vernier, he had introduced the concept of Vernier scale. Means besides using the main scale, we can use another scale, Vernier scale, which can measure the lengths which are smaller than 1 mm. For example, here in this case, if you measure with the help of that, applying that concept, so length AB, you will get length AB from A line to the B line. B line is at what mark? B line, this mark I am making here, this is 3.8. It is clear. The line, this B line, it is clear. The from line A to line B, the length is 3.8 and that can be measured from main scale. This length can be measured from main scale, which is 3.8 centimeter. But the length BC, which is smaller than 1 mm, this length is smaller than 1 mm, which cannot be measured with the help of this scale. So for that, Pierre Vernier has devised another scale, Vernier scale, which when used along with the main scale can measure the distances which are smaller than 1 mm. Means this distance we can measure with the help of Vernier scale. It is clear. And then by adding both the lengths, we will get the total length of this line, total length of this rod. It is clear. Suppose it is some rod, then we can find the total length. It is clear. So what is Vernier calipers? Vernier calipers is a device which is consisting main scale as well as the Vernier scale. Here I am showing you a Vernier calipers. It is clear. You can see here. This is the Vernier calipers. If you see, then in the Vernier calipers, this is the main scale. This is the complete Vernier calipers. It is clear. This is the complete Vernier calipers. This is the main scale which is graduated in millimeters and centimeters, say at one edge. Now this movable scale which I am moving over it. It's clear. This is what? It is a Vernier scale. It's clear. This scale is Vernier scale, which can be moved over the main scale. Which can be moved over the main scale. Main scale is this, which is graduated in millimeters and centimeter. Vernier scale which can move over this scale, that is known as Vernier scale. Now these are the gauge of Vernier calipers. These are called the lower gauge of Vernier calipers. And with the help of lower gauge, we can determine the external diameter. While by using upper gauge, we can determine the internal diameter. If you invert it, you will find that there is one metallic strip. This is clear. This is fixed with what? It is fixed with the Vernier scale. It is clear. It is fixed with the Vernier scale. And when Vernier scale is slided, what will happen? It will also move. It will also move. You can see here. It will also move. It is also moving along with the Vernier scale. What is the purpose of this metallic strip? It is used to determine the depth of any vessel. It is clear. Now this is a roller with the help of which we can slide Vernier scale over the main scale. And here there is a screw with the help of which vernier scale can be tightened over the main scale. It is clear, when you make it tight, what will happen? It will not move. So these are the parts of the vernier calipers. Now I am showing you main scale and vernier scale closer to this camera. You can see here. If you see here, you will find that main scale is just like the ordinary meter scale. Here its lower edge means this. It is graduated in millimeters and centimeters. It will be clearly visible to you. It is clear. It will be clearly visible to you. You can see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 7 it is visible. Now if you see the upper edge is graduated in inches. You can see here I am trying to show you. Here it is 0, then it is 1, it is slightly rusted. It is 1, then it is 2 inches. It is clear. Then here it is 3 inch, and then here it is 4 inch. But as already I told that we are more concerned with the lower edge, which is graduated in millimeters and centimeters. Now if I ask that what is the value of one division of main scale, we will see only this side of the scale, this side of the scale. What is the value of one division of main scale? So you can see here that every 1 centimeter is consisting how many divisions? 10. Every 1 centimeter is having how many divisions? 10. So what will be the value of each division? You can see here this division. What will be the value of each division? 1 upon 10 centimeter. That is 0.1 centimeter, which we also call as 1 mm. It is clear. Means what is the value of each mean scale division? It is 1 mm. Now if you see the vernier scale, you see it and you have to see it very clear, means attentively. You can see here, if you count the number of lines here, this is a oval shape portion. It is clear, this oval shape portion, this. It is clear. This is oval shape portion. It is clear. Now here on the lower side as well as on the upper side, some lines are marked. It is clear. Some lines are marked in the lower side as well as in the upper side. Upper side lines for the upper side scale, lower side lines are for the lower side scale, So if you see the lower side scale, it is clear. There are how many lines? So you will find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are total 11 lines. But if you see here, in the terms of division, it will be 10. And why it will be 10? I am showing you here. Here you can see this is the oval shape portion of the vernier scale. It is the oval shape portion of the vernier scale that I am trying to make here. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Total 11 lines I have marked. Now if you see the division, this is one division. This is second division. This is the third division. This is the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9 and 10. There are total how many divisions? 10 divisions. 11 lines and 10 divisions. Now this very first line, it is known as the zero of vernier scale. It is known as zero of vernier scale. This 10th line, when you will start counting from 0, this will be the 10th line. That is 10th division. That is 10th division. It is clear. So see here, 0 of vernier scale means it is the very first line of the very first line on the vernier. It is clear. That is known as the zero of main scale. It is clear. Now what is the principle of vernier? Now I am going to explain you principle of vernier. So according to the principle of vernier, if both the jaws of the vernier calipers are brought in contact, if both the jaws of vernier calipers are brought in contact, then if there are here how many divisions? 10 divisions. Then they will be equal to 9 divisions of main scale. It is clear. Here already I have counted, there are how many divisions? 10 divisions. So they will be equal to how many divisions of main scale? 9 divisions, because according to the principle of vernier, if there are n divisions on vernier, then they will be equal to n minus 1 division of main scale. Means suppose vernier is having 20 divisions, then it will be equal to 19 divisions of main scale. If the vernier is having 25 divisions, then it will be equal to 24 division of vernier scale. This is the principle of vernier. It's clear. On this principle, vernier scale works. It's clear. There may be different number of divisions on the vernier scale. In the vernier calipers which we use in the laboratory is having how many divisions? It is having 10 divisions. It is having 10 divisions. It is clear. So I am explaining in context of this. So see here it is having how many divisions? You can see that it is having 10 divisions. Just now I have counted. It is clear. If you bring both the jaws of vernier calipers in contact, means here I have brought both the jaws of vernier calipers in contact. So you will find that when both the jaws are brought in contact, you will get here, yes, you can see here the line which I have told as the zero of vernier, this line which I have told you as a zero of vernier, this line. It is clear. Have you got this line? This line I have told you zero of vernier. Zero of vernier is in line of the zero of main. Means zero of vernier and zero of main both are along the same line. You can see here. Zero of vernier and zero of main is along the same line. Is it? This is visible, clearly visible. It is clear. Now if you see the 10th line of vernier, 10th line is coinciding to the 9th division, to the 9th mm. It is clear. It is just before 1 division to 1 centimeter. This is 10th line of vernier is coinciding where it is just before 1 division to 1 centimeter. Means you can see here what is the total length of these 10 divisions of the vernier. What is the total length of these 10 divisions of vernier? So 0 is coinciding with the 0 on main scale. 10th line is coinciding with the 9th mm. 10th line means this line is coinciding with the 9th mm. You can see here this line is coinciding with 9th mm. So what is the total length? Total length of 10 divisions of vernier is equal to 9 mm. Is equal to 9 mm. It is clear. So see here you can see, I am showing you here. Here number of vernier scale divisions are 10. Now according to the principle of vernier, 10 vernier scale division will be equal to 9 main scale division. But 1 main scale division is equal to 1 mm. Therefore 9 main scale division will be equal to 9 mm. Means 10 VSD, 10 vernier scale division will be equal in length to 9 mm. So what will be 1 vernier scale division? It will be 9 mm upon 10, that is 0.99 mm, 0.9 mm. It means you can see here 1 main scale division is equal to 1 mm. Here this. And 1 vernier scale division 0.9 mm. So which one is bigger? So main scale division is bigger. It is clear. The difference of these two is called the Vernier constant, is called the least count of Vernier. It is the minimum distance which can be measured with the help of Vernier scale. It's clear? For example, here, this main scale can measure how much distance? It can measure how much distance? It can measure minimum how much distance? 1 mm. Similarly, this Vernier scale can measure how much distance? Minimum how much distance? It will be 0.1 mm. 0.1 mm. It is clear? What is the minimum distance which can be measured with the help of Vernier scale? Here, let me focus it. Yes, now it is clearly focused. It is clear. This. So the minimum distance which this Vernier scale can measure, that will be equal to the difference of 1 MSD and 1 VSD. That is 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. Means Vernier can measure minimum this distance accurately. Minimum this distance accurately. It is the smallest measurement which can be made with the help of this. It is 0.1 mm. It is clear. So see here. Now all of you see, this is the minimum length. So how will you determine the another formula of least count of Vernier calipers? So least count of Vernier calipers means what is the minimum distance which can be measured by this instrument. So you can see here, if there are n divisions, applying principle of Vernier, if there are n divisions on Vernier, then they will be equal to n minus 1 divisions of the main scale. Now here we have assumed that one main scale division is x mm. It is clear? Here in this, it is 1 mm, but it is not necessary. It is always not necessary that main scale is graduated in millimeter. It may be graduated in half mm also. It may be graduated in half mm also. It is clear? So I have taken let one main scale division equals to x. So according to the principle of Vernier, n Vernier scale divisions will be equal to n minus 1 main scale division. What is one main scale division? It is equal to x. So n minus 1 main scale division will be n minus 1 into x. So what will be the one Vernier scale division? It will be n minus 1 into x upon n. Now you can see here n VSD equals to this much in length. So 1 VSD equals to divide by n. Now we know that least count is the difference of this and this. So 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. So see here, it is x minus 1 VSD is n minus 1 into x upon n. That is on simplifying. When you will do the simplification, you take the LCM n. So it will be nx minus this bracket whole divided by n. When you will open the bracket, what will you get? Nx minus nx plus x upon n. Nx and x cancel. So x upon n. This is the formula of least count of Vernier. Least count of Vernier calipers. It is clear? Means value of one main scale division upon total division. X is what? Value of one main scale division. It is value of one main scale division divided by total number of divisions on Vernier scale. Means there are two formulae of the least count. You can see here two formulae of the least count of Vernier calipers. One is this and another is this. It is clear? For example, here if we calculate in this Vernier calipers, if we calculate, so you can see here each main scale division is equal to 1 mm and there are how many divisions on Vernier? It is equal to 10. That is 1 upon 10, that is equal to 0.1 mm, which I have already shown here. It's clear? Which I have already shown here. You can see here. Already calculated it. Now see here. Now after this, how will you do the experiment? It's clear. How will you do the experiment and how will you write it in your practical notebook. So that I am going to explain. It's clear. So you see here, how will you determine it and how will you write it in your practical notebook? I will give you the idea of the zero error in vernier calipers. What is the zero error in vernier calipers? So see here, if on joining both the jaws of vernier calipers, zero of vernier means the very first line on vernier is not coinciding with the zero of main scale, then it means there is the zero error. It's clear. If there is no zero error, then what will happen? Zero of vernier will coincide with zero of main, and 10th line of the vernier will coincide with the 9th mm. It's clear here. Here you can see this is having no zero error, because on joining both the jaws, these two jaws are brought in contact, and zero of vernier means the very first line of vernier is coinciding with the zero of main scale. That's why here there is no zero error. But I am showing you another vernier calipers. You can see here. If you see it carefully, you will find that here. If you see carefully, then you will notice that, let me focus it. Yes, now it is focused. It's clear. So you will find that zero of vernier, it is in the left side of zero of main. Zero of vernier is in the left side of zero of main. When both the jaws of vernier calipers are brought in contact, when these two jaws are brought in contact, you can see the very first line on the vernier, that is zero of vernier, it is in the left side of zero of main. It means there is some zero error. Now zero error may be of two types. If you see this zero error, it is like this. It is like this diagram. It is clear. You can see here. Here very first line on the main scale, vernier scale. Very first line on the vernier scale, it is taken as 0. This is in the not left side. It is in the right side. It is clear. Yes, that is that I have not told correctly. It is clear. It is in the right side of zero of main. It is clear. You can see here. Now it will be clear to you. So you can see here on joining both the jaws of vernier calipers, zero of vernier is in right side of zero of main scale. It means there is positive zero error. This type of zero error is positive zero error. But if you see the negative zero error, so you will find that the zero of vernier is this. This is the zero of vernier. I am bringing closer to it. And zero of vernier is now in the left side of main scale. This is the main scale. And this is the vernier scale. It's clear. So zero of vernier is in the left side of zero of main. So this zero error is negative zero error. While here this one, here this is the main scale, this is the vernier scale. You can see here zero of vernier is in the right side of zero of main scale. So first one is the positive zero error, second one is the case of negative zero error. How will you find the magnitude of zero error? So zero error, if there is positive zero error, so first you find out the coinciding division. What is the coinciding division? You first notice that and determine the least count. So here already I have determined the least count, that is 0.1 mm, that is 0.01 centimeter. So first you find out the coinciding division. Coinciding division means which line on vernier, which line of vernier is coinciding with any line on main scale. So see here, whether it is coinciding this line, no, it is not coinciding, it is not coinciding, this is also not coinciding, This is also not coinciding, it is also not coinciding, it is also not coinciding. You can see here this line is coinciding. It's clear. You count it. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Means seventh line is coinciding. Means coinciding division is 7. So what will be the positive zero error? So you can see here positive zero error is coinciding division into least count. So it will be always taken with the plus sign. It is 7 into least count here 0.01. It will not be always 0.01, but the vernier calipers which we are using in the laboratory, or which I have presently, that is having this least count. It is clear. So it is equals to plus 0.07 centimeter. Plus 0.07 centimeter. Positive zero error is having positive sign. It's clear. Now you see how will you calculate the negative zero error. So what is the formula of negative zero error? Minus within the bracket number of divisions on vernier minus coinciding division into least count. Means if you calculate it here, so what will you get? Minus, there are how many divisions on vernier? So you can see how many divisions on vernier. There are 10 divisions on vernier. First you find out there are 10 divisions on vernier. First you find out the coinciding division. So this line not coinciding, this is not coinciding, this one is coinciding. This is which would line? 0, 1, 2 means second division is coinciding to 10 minus 2 into least count is 0.01 centimeter. So 10 minus 2 is 8, that is equals to minus 0.08 centimeter. It's clear. Minus 0.08 centimeter. Now one more thing. How will you find the correct length? So correct length I am going to explain you. Correct length will be equal to, or correct length here only I am writing, length equals to observed length, OL means observed length, minus zero error with sign. Means when you will substitute positive zero error, it will get subtracted. But when you will substitute negative zero error, which is already containing minus sign, so that minus sign which is of the error and this minus sign which is of the formula, minus and minus will multiply, so added. It is clear. Means you can say that if there is any vernier calipers having the positive zero error, then it measures more than the actual length. The instrument which is having positive zero error, then that instrument is measuring more than the actual length. While if there is any instrument which is having negative zero error, then that instrument may have will measure less than the actual length. Now I am coming over the experiment. Now how will you do? So all the main points already I have told you. It's clear. Now see here. So how will you take the observations and how will you write in your practical notebook? Everything I am going to explain you. Here the experiment is to measure the object diameter of a spherical body by using vernier calipers and calculate its volume with appropriate significant figure. That you have to calculate with appropriate significant figure. So here there are the formulae. Least count means 1 MST minus 1 VST. What is the another formula? Value of one main scale division upon total number of vernier scale division. Main scale reading. What will be the main scale reading? That I will tell you afterwards. So main scale reading is position of zero of vernier scale on main scale. Position of zero of vernier scale on main scale. Now what is its meaning? I am showing you here. Suppose you have fixed something and it comes, the position of gauge comes like this. It comes like this. The here You can see this one, it is not rusted. Here the position of the judge and here some object is fixed. The object whose diameter we have to determine. For example, here we have to determine diameter of this spherical body. How will you fix it? You will fix it like this. It is clear. So before taking this reading, I will explain you how will you determine the main scale reading. Suppose it is fixed in this way. It is clear. Now you can remove it. Now I have removed it and here it is this position. We will determine the position of very first line on the vernier scale. You listen very carefully. We will see the what is the main scale reading. You can see position of 0 of vernier scale. 0 of vernier scale means very first line on the vernier on the main scale. So see here, if you see here position of very first line of vernier on the main scale. What is the where is the very first line of vernier? You can see here, this is the very first line of vernier. This is the very first line of vernier. What is its position? It is lying in between what and what? Here you can see this is what length? 5 centimeter. So what will be this length? This will be, let me show you, this is equals to 5 centimeter. Have you got? This is 5 centimeter. It is perhaps visible to you. This is 5 centimeter. So what will be this division? 4.5. And here this line is coming in between what and what? This line, which is the very first line of vernier, it is coming in between 4.4 and 4.5. Means in between these two divisions. I am showing you. I have shown you. It is clear. Very first line of vernier is lying in between these two lines which I have marked on the scale. 4.4 and 4.5. So what will be the main scale reading? It will be 4.4. Means what is the main scale reading? It is that mark on the main scale. It is that mark on the main scale just ahead of which the 0 of vernier scale lies. It is clear? It is that mark on the main scale just ahead of which 0 of vernier scale is lying. Means मेन स्केल पर वो मार्क जिसके जस्ट आगे वर्नियर का 0 है. So here you can see the 0 of vernier, which is very first line on vernier, it is just ahead of 4.4. It is clear? So main scale reading will be 4.4. So that will be the main scale reading. Then vernier scale reading, you find the coinciding division, as already I have told you will find. Then vernier scale reading will be equal to coinciding division into least count. Then you will add main scale reading and vernier scale reading, so you will get the observed diameter. What will be correct diameter? It will be observed diameter minus 0 error with sign. It is clear? Now see here, after determining correct diameter, we will determine the radius. Radius equals to diameter upon 2, and then volume. So see here, first we will fill this. So as already I have told, what is the value of one main scale division? It is equal to 1 mm. Then there are how many divisions? 10 divisions. So it will be equal to 1 mm divided by 10. That is 0.1 mm. But it is expressed in centimeter. It is clear? 0.01 centimeter. We take the observations in mm in screw gauge and in vernier calipers in centimeter. Now see here, how will you determine here main scale reading in this case? So you can see here, we will take 3 observations, fixing this spherical body in the different orientation. So see here, and it should be fixed exactly in the middle. It is clear? Yeah, I fixed here. You can see here. It is exactly in the middle. After fixing, you tighten this screw. You tighten this screw. It's clear. Now you can see here, now it can be removed, that there is no problem because you have tightened the screw. It's clear. Now you see the main scale reading. So you will find that here main scale reading is what? It is just before to 2.5 centimeter mark on main scale. Very first line of vernier is just before to 2.5 centimeter mark on main scale, means main scale reading is 2.4 centimeter. Main scale reading I will write here, main scale reading in centimeter, that is 2.4. It's clear. Then you find out the coinciding division, which division of vernier is coinciding. So that you have to read very carefully. Zero line is not coinciding, then first line is also not coinciding, second is also not coinciding, third is also not coinciding, fourth, fifth one is coinciding. It's clear. You can see here, fifth one is coinciding. Perhaps it will be clear to you. Fifth one is coinciding. It's clear. So fifth division is coinciding division. When fifth division is coinciding division, so you write down here 5. So what will be vernier scale reading in centimeter? It will be 5 into 0.01, which is the least count. Vernier scale reading coinciding division into least count. That is 0.05 centimeter. Then you add both this and this. So 2.4 plus 0.05, that is 2.45 centimeter. 2.45 centimeter. This is the first observation. I will take 3 observations here. It's clear. Now you, once I have fixed, now I will fix in the other orientation. You have to fix in some other orientation, because it may not be perfectly spherical, but we will fix exactly in the middle at different orientations, It's clear. Here it is fixed. Now once again you take the main scale reading. So you can find that main scale reading is, it is just ahead of, if you see carefully, it is 0 of vernier, that is very first line of vernier is slightly ahead of 2.5 centimeter mark. It is slightly ahead of 2.5 centimeter mark. So what is the main scale reading? Now here it is 2.5 centimeter. 2.5. Unit I will not write here because already written in the heading. It's clear. Now see the coinciding division. So when you will see the coinciding division, I am showing you first line is not coinciding, second also not, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Now if you see the first line, and then ninth line, then which one is coinciding more? So more coinciding is first line. First line is more coinciding. It's clear. As compared to ninth line. It is clear. So we will take the coinciding division as 1 because the first line is coinciding more. So what will be this? It will be 1 into 0.01, that is 0.01 centimeter. When you will add, it is 2.51 centimeter. It's clear. Now you take the third reading in some different orientation. I have taken here. In every case, the spherical body should be fixed exactly in the middle. It is clear. It should not be more in one side and less in the other side. Exactly in the middle. Now you take the main scale reading. when you will see the main scale reading is just once again 2.4. Once again 2.4, because the zero line of vernier is just ahead of 2.4. And then you see the coinciding division. If you see here, you will find that the second division is coinciding. Second division or third division is coinciding. Here third, let me make it static. So it is the second line which is coinciding more. It is clear. Though third also appears, but second is coinciding more. Second is coinciding more. It is clear. So it is 2.4 and coinciding division is 2. So it is 2 into 0.01, that is 0.02 centimeter. When you will add this 2.4 plus 0.02, that is 2.42 centimeter. This will be 2.42 centimeter. Now after this we will determine the mean diameter. Mean diameter, how will you determine? By adding all the three and then divided by 3. It is clear. By adding all the 3 divided by 3. So you can see here what are the readings. One is 2.45 plus 2.51 plus 2.42 divided by 3. So when you will calculate it, I am calculating it here. 2.45 plus 2.51 plus 2.42. You have to take care of number of significant figures. It's clear. So it is 2.45 plus 2.51 plus 2.42. This divided by 3. So it is 2.46. You have to keep least number of significant figure after the decimal point in addition and subtraction. So here in all the 3 are having 2 significant figure after decimal point. So in the final also you have to keep 2. So it comes out this. So what will be the correct diameter? 2.46 centimeter. Then what will be the radius? 2.46 upon 2. So it is 1.23 centimeter. So what will be the diameter volume? It will be 4 upon 3 into 3.14 into 1.23. So when you will simplify, how much it will come out? It is cube, not square. So it will equals to 4 into 3.14 into 0.23 divided by 3. It is equal to 7.7908 centimeter cube. But you have to write in appropriate significant figure. So significant figure will be imparted by the value of the number of significant figures which are here. Here there are how many? 3. So here also you will take 3. So it will be equals to 7.79 centimeter cube. So now you write the final result. So 1.23, no, this is not 2.46 centimeter and it is 7.79 centimeter cube. So this is all about the experiment on vernier calipers. So I have given the complete idea of vernier calipers. I hope that it will be clear to you. It's clear. You don't have any problem in this. It's clear. So now thank you.